We're going to talk about doing basic ED visit analytics using Tuva. So we start by identifying all ED encounters in the Tuva project, and we find these encounters in the core.encounter table. So the core.encounter table looks like this. I'm not showing all of the columns in the table now, but these are some key columns. Each row in this table represents a unique encounter, and there are two ways to identify ED encounters in the core.encounter table. One way to identify ED encounters in this table is to identify rows where encounter type equals emergency department. These represent standalone ED encounters that did not lead to an inpatient admission. Another way to identify ED encounters in the core.encounter table is to identify rows where ED flag is equal to 1. These represent ED encounters that led to an inpatient admission. So they have one of the inpatient encounter types associated with them. These are some of the inpatient encounter types available in Tuva. Note that the encounters where encounter type equals emergency department always have ED flag equals to 0. This is a flag that's reserved for encounter types that are different from emergency department that had an ED component to them. So if we write this query against the core.encounter table, we grab all emergency department encounters from this table. So this part of the where clause gives us standalone ED encounters, and this part of the where clause gives us ED encounters that led to inpatient admission. If we want to do ED spend and utilization analytics, like calculating PMPM and PKPY, we want ED encounters coming from claims data only because we will need member month counts to do these analyses. So we should add this to the where clause where we only grab encounters that are produced from claims data sources if we want to do these kinds of spend and utilization analytics. So if we write this kind of query against the core.encounter table, we get all ED encounters. We can bucket each encounter into a year month by using, for example, the encounter start date and creating a year month for the encounter. And we can use this table to answer all kinds of basic analytics questions regarding ED encounters. We could group by data source and year month to count ED encounters trending over time. And we can bring in member month counts for each year month from the financial PMPM mart to calculate ED spend and utilization metrics like ED spend PMPM and ED visits PKPY.